We'll see if SchmickSchmackins can pull off 6 wins here with Falco. See just how good his Falco's got.
With him using Falco, I would say yes. But I haven't really seen Omni play with Roy that much.
I haven't either, so I don't know what to expect here, honestly. And I mean, they're trading fairly well right now.
So, I mean, I don't want to comfortably say yes, you know, more than likely we'll see 6 matches, but, you know, normally I would say yes, you know, Schmick has done this several times, and comfortably come back and played 6, but Omni's Roy is really taking it to him.
Yeah, he seems to be faring pretty well already. Oh, that was a good bubble shield. He's in control. Oh,
and he's trying to make us some Kentucky Fried Falco.
I'm telling you. Oh, Falco getting that up top.
At the same time, this game is all about opportunities and being an opportunist when you can be.
There's another opportunity there. Back at 0%. Stock.
It's almost like Omni there is like, come to the edge. Come to the dark side.
See what you can do. Yeah, this is really new for Omni, though. I was not expecting Roy, but it's also curious too, because if he wins, I wonder if he's going to stick with it, and if he loses, I wonder if he's going to chalk that up and try something else. I mean, thankfully, being the winner of the winner's bracket, he really has time to play around and try to see what he's looking for, get comfortable.
All right, but you also got to think too, though, is you know, this year, this season, you know, especially this weekend, it's been a bad time for gamers, avid anime, superhero, geeks, nerds, whatever kind of terminology you want to use, especially with the new Avengers coming out. So you've got to be looking for something new. And exciting. Is this something that we're seeing in Omni? Is he looking for something new and exciting to play?
We'll see, and I mean, the fact that he got that second stock off and only took 20% at the start of it, that's really big for him. I mean, this really makes you wonder, if Omni pulls this off with 2 stock remaining, or even with a low percent on the last stock. Will he still be comfortable playing Falco? And I think so. I think he's pretty much dedicated himself to Falco for the rest of the tournament, but who knows? I mean, we've seen crazier whenever we saw Omni beat Azure with Rob. Ooh, such a low percentage KO.
And hit him with a ray gun. Just enough to stop it. Yeah, that was the worst part of it.
Speaking of the new Avengers, have you seen it yet?
I have.
I just saw it before coming here today. Highly recommend.
Oh yeah, and out of respect for all of our viewers and listeners and people around, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but all I can say is, if you get an opportunity to see it, you want to see something just as exciting, just as much action, just as much heartstrings being pulled and stuff like that as the programming that you're watching now or tuning into later, or however you choose to view this, then you should see the new Avengers.
Absolutely. Wraps up the series very well. The cinematic universe is just phenomenal, and it was such a great end to it. So definitely go catch it if you can. I know that tickets are selling out everywhere, especially for IMAX and DLP screenings, but it's definitely an experience if you're able to see it in some sort of a screening that's higher than standard. But
oh yeah, and then speaking of wrapping up, we're looking here at 141 with Schmick with Everyday Falco.
Oh!
And then we saw the Roy, a newcomer from Omni 77, just get the KO for the first game.
And I mean, that's big, to be one-up win, and Omni only has to win one of these series.
And we're seeing lots of exciting things that almost bring a tear to your eye. Like, we're seeing a new Roy from Omni that you don't see a lot. We're seeing the end of superhero movies as we know it. We're seeing Smash played, even more and more, and tournaments are getting bigger. We're getting more and more people. We're getting more and more things added to the menu. Come down and see us, not just to play Smash, but you know, even to facilitate your needs of hanging around people who enjoy the video game concepts as much as you do, and to enjoy this awesome food brought to you by, you know, e-gamers here.
Absolutely, with their specialty hot dogs and sandwiches. And come talk to us about the new Avengers. We're keeping it spoiler free on the stream, but you come here and you've seen it, then we'll happily discuss.
We'll discuss it over a $5 specialty hot dog.
Absolutely. Add
One
extra
of
toppings for 50 cents.
So look, we got Schmick. He
Oh,
dropped
the
Falco.
Incineroar. That's an exciting move. For grab. Okay, grab me one of those sandwiches.
I'm telling you, one of them Incineroar dogs.
Is that? Absolutely. Which, I mean, he's doing fairly well. He seems to be trading, but, I mean, he was... that is unfortunate for SchmickSchmackins.
Sometimes, and I don't see the respect from Omni there, but sometimes even commentators have, what's that? Karma that we pass on to
Oh,
the
yeah,
players.
absolutely. Unfortunately. Nice
Oh,
little ring throw.
that-
That was
that-
great.
That was something new that I'm going to have to try next time.
And at 68%, he really has a chance to make it up here.
Suplex City.
There you go.
I mean,
Where's Ryza with his WWE music?
right?
Get Brock Lesnar's thing. Oh, there we go.
Oh. I mean, at that point, it was almost like he was a flea on top of Incineroar. He was like, get off me.
I mean, here we see a 59 with the 68%. I mean, with that early miss, oh,
Yeah, 59 and a 0% now, but
well, I retract my statement. We'll see. I mean,
to me, Incineroar is good, and Schmick is a very good player. His Incineroar is a decent Incineroar, but was this the time to pull it out?
I'm not sure. I mean, I wonder if, you know, his Falco was running so well, and it honestly was a close game. Oh, there we go. And with only 38%, he seems to be comboing at really low percent with Incineroar, and that's really good news for him because all he has to do is trade off some damage. But of course, Omni's really dangerous.
But will we see like the flea flick thing again? I mean, it's just basically something to bait him to the edge and like, see you.
The throw, he keeps going for the grabs. I think, or he, might be relying on that a little too much. And that was such a punishment.
And he almost took it right there.
Almost. If he can come back from this, that's going to be huge.
But he didn't have a choice though. It was either land on the sword or, you know, die the other way. I'd rather go out the respectful way and just go ahead and land on the sword.
Absolutely. You gotta.
Oh,
45%.
he's trying to take it to him.
Bro, 68%. Can we see anything? Oh, no.
What is it? What was he doing?
I think he went for a spike and he just misjudged it. That's unfortunate.
But there still is a one more game.
At minimum, absolutely.
So the question is, what are we going to see Schmick do now?
Absolutely. I mean, he fared well with that inside. I mean, had he not whiffed that spike or even made it back on stage, he's able to KO Roy at such a low percent that all he needed was a good smash, which that's all Roy needed too, but which Omni going for the Roy again. He's yet to break out the Wario.
You got to think with Omni, we saw Omni pull out something incredibly off the wall with Roy. And then we saw Schmick do the exact same thing, pull out Incineroar.
Absolutely, and I mean, again, he fared very well with that. I mean, he seemed to do just a hair better with the. Oh, is he gonna go for it?
Is he gonna pull him out?
He's thinking about it. Do it for the fun.
But look at Omni, and look at the composure Omni has. Omni's just like, you know, hey, one of these $5 specialty hot dogs, one of 9 that you can get, and you can also create your own for 3 toppings and a 50 cents extra.
Excellent.
And then you've got Schmick that's over there like, maybe after this.
Maybe after this. And that's the best thing about playing here at E-Gamers Cafe. Even if you get discouraged with the loss, you can always fill yourself back up with some of this delicious. You never have to be empty here.
At the same time, you know, a lot of places, you know, you walk in, it's like, here for the tournament, it's like, man. You come here, your family. We take care of you, we treat you like family. If you've played once, played 6 million times. If you're new, or if you're a seasoned player like Schmick and Omni here, you're still going to get treated with the same respect and the same dignity.
Absolutely. And it's a great environment. like we said, great environment, great food, great smash. Some ooh,
That was a great smash.
that was too.
Already taken, one from Schmick. At this point, it's a do or die for Schmick.
It really is. I mean, he's got to get a little more aggressive.
I mean, I almost wanted to say, that's why I didn't want to say it earlier. Schmick has done this several times, and looking forward to seeing six games instead of 3. But at this point, we might be seeing Schmick go after his $5 hot dog pretty soon.
Absolutely. That doggo dog is calling to him. And that's the best time to play is when your opponent's hungry, because you can really capitalize off of that.
Oh yeah, but then you see Schmick right there putting the strawberry jelly on the Ellen Rouge for Omni. And Azure is
oh wow,
gone.
Well, we might,
and so is Omni.
We definitely might see a game 4 here. This is really good. I mean, if he can survive this stock before his persona comes out, then that's going to be huge.
So at this point, it's still a toss-up on if I will be attending next week due to some family things. I'll be here the next week. So between now and then, whenever the next time you see me, the question for y'all is, what's more exciting, in-game or watching this matchup right here? Next time I see you, we're going to ask you in the chat that you should tune back in. Let me know what you think was more exciting. Watching the Omni Schmick with all the exciting, wonderful new characters, new concepts that are coming out from them, or in-game. Give you a hint, in-game is ending, but this is continuing.
This is. It's still going. And of course he has his persona out with his second stock. This is really some time to get up on. Oh!
He was trying to go for it.
He was, and the recovery's so much better when he's got that out. So he can afford to play a little more dangerously. Oh, but at 128% and still ticking, this is not looking good for Omni. So we'll see, but of course Joker not able to dish out as much damage without it.
It's like I want to see the game 4.
Oh, absolutely. Gun just does it. Oh, a little risky. With only 39%, he doesn't.
Oh. And we're going to see a game 4. We are going to see a game 4.
Let's see. Will he pull out the Joker again?
And so I just heard it was depressing that it was the grand finals already. But we just moved to a game 4. And what's depressing, folks, is that we start at 5 o'clock. Sharp 5 o'clock start time for some people.
Well, that's 7:06 right now. Good 2 hours so far in the tournament. I mean, if SchmickSchmackins happens to pull off the match win and it goes to another match, we may be here until 7:30.
I'm telling you,
He did. It looks like he clicked the Joker. And what are we going to see from Omni? Is he going Roy again? And he has not switched back to his Wario. Oh, I spoke a little too soon.
So the question is will Moses get to see 3 matches or 1 match?
Find out.
Without paying attention.
So we've had 3 Roys and a Wario from Omni, and we have had 2 Jokers, an Incineroar, and a Falco from SchmickSchmackins. We have seen such a variety of characters in this first set of the grand finals. Let's see if they can take it to game 5.
I mean, at this point between them 2, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just go random. Random.
That would be so exciting for game. If they go to second set, that would be really exciting for game 1.
That may be something we could do one time.
Oh yeah, just do all random play. There'll be that little luck factor there.
And instead of doing the doubles tournament, which starts earlier, where you can bring your own team member, or you might have a team member here already. Instead of doing it that way, have like a $1 cash spot instead of for doubles, put in for just a random every man for himself.
Oh, absolutely. That'd definitely be a fun thing to do. Some excitement. Change it up a little bit, stream that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's still not as exciting as watching Wario take it to the Joker.
Oh, he is. I mean, already at second stock with the Joker. I mean, this Joker looks like he's dishing out some. Oh, he is. I mean, if he can get rid of that first stock and even the playing field, it won't look as bad because we would love to see a game 5 here. We'd love to see a second set, but at least give us a game 5.
But my question is this a subliminal message from Omni now?
Possibly.
Wario loves garlic. He loves to eat his motorcycle. He loves to eat people, things, robots. Is he saying that he's hungry? Is that a subliminal message that he wants to enjoy this wonderful Arizona teas and Dr. Peppers and nachos and
He's trying to eat them, so I mean, I'm sure he is hungry. Hungry on a motorcycle, and he's still got his persona out. Let's see how much damage he can deal. Oh, nope, it's dissipated. Let's see what he can do. I mean, he was struggling at first, but as soon as the persona came out, he really started to capitalize. So I think that's what he's going to have to do. If he,
and he gave him a
oh my
waft.
gosh.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to smell that waft in person, come by eGamers Cafe on Sundays. We open at 3. Smash starts at 5, and you can smell your own waft all day.
Absolutely, your own or the mini selection of wafts from other goers here. If you have enough of the delicious chili dog here, then you might be wafted. Oh, and a 17.0% on the last.
I don't know
stock.
if you have enough of the delicious chili dog. I might do the same thing Wario did. So we're down at a 1 and a 1 on stock and a 2 and a 1.
With Omni at 55%, I mean, really, Joker could pull this back, and we could definitely see a Game 5, and that would be extremely exciting. I mean, he's almost got his persona out, and at 65%, or at 73 now, he could really do a KO.
It's a do or die for Schmick.
Oh,
and
we
did.
see a Game 5. That was quick. That's crazy. Yeah, we could definitely see a bracket reset here.
And once again, it is still a do or die for Schmick.
I mean, we just saw.
Welcome, Moses.
Oh, we saw Omni. I don't know if he's going to go for the
2 hours
Wario
of
again. Alright, so Omni is going for Wario again. He hasn't switched back to his Roy. Oh, I keep speaking too, so I feel like I'm... every time I think Omni is going to go for someone, he goes for the opposite.
We've got a Joker and we have a Roy.
Alright, so if they go to... If the bracket resets and they go to second set, Omni is definitely not going to pick King K. Rool.
But you gotta see Omni at this point. Look at the look in Omni's face versus, Schmick. Schmick is almost back in his, hey, I'm playing. And almost like he wants to look over at Omni and say, I just
Definitely heavy concentration. I mean, and already Schmick is getting punished. Which he's got the persona out. Roy capitalizing really strong. I mean, his persona's almost back in. He really has to pull this off if he wants the bracket to reset. This is definitely the do or die for SchmickSchmackins.
But look at Omni just taking it to him, just like he took that stop.
With the quickness, I mean, he's moving around, he's juggling. Uh-oh.
He took that stock faster than most people take these new nachos.
Schmick really needs to KO him here. He's got to get him to that second stock. I mean, he can't keep taking percent here like this if he wants the bracket to reset. We've seen some crazy stuff happen, but I mean, the Roy seems to be like an answer to the Joker. The Joker pulled off. I'm not sure.
But you've got to look and see that, Roy's in here with 162, where Joker's with 45.
And he's got the persona out. I mean, Roy is by far in KO range, but he's just not doing it. And the longer the time goes by, the more... Oh, okay, there we go. We finally see the KO. Persona's going to be entering back soon. 45%. We'll see if Schmick can pull it out. I really hope he does. We would love to see a bracket reset here. I mean, 2-2 Game 5, no matter what, this has been exciting. Much better than a 3-0 sweep, but...
Oh, yeah. But the real question, though, is, we're seeing Joker, which is kind of a new character. Like I said earlier, a couple of weeks, maybe a week and a half, 2.5 weeks, going against a classic that's been in just about every game except for one, Roy. And Schmick is kind of taking it to him, but he's also not as comfortable. It's not as good as his Falco yet.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, his persona's 3/4 of the way there. We'll see if he can get it out on this stock and take the second stock from Roy. That's going to be huge going into that end and possibly help him set up the bracket reset. Uh-oh. Ooh.
But see, you know, that right there tells you that, yes, we're professionals. We love this game. We love the sport. We love what we do. But nobody's perfect.
Wow.
Just like that right there, you know, Schmick took it to Omni, and now we got a 2-1 with 102%.
Oh, and the persona is out. What can he do with it? Will he be able to capitalize with this stock? And will we see the bracket reset? It's really looking like, oh.
And see, that shows you that you know, anything can happen, especially with new characters. We may not be the best of skills. You know, we practice all the time, just like you can practice by coming and seeing us every Thursday for $4 Thursdays. $4 plus tax gets you 1 hour of gameplay. They expire at the end of the day, so you have to use them on Thursdays. But it's $4, and you can play all the Smash you want, or you know, several other titles such as Mortal Kombat 11.
Absolutely. Come see us at eGamers Cafe on Thursdays. That's every Thursday.
But since you're in town for Thursday, why not go ahead and stay around till Sunday so you can see this wonderful action like Schmick and Omni right here with the 1-1 for 67 to 81.
Oh gosh. And no. And that's it.
And Schmick just dropped it.
Darn.
Schmick just dropped it.
That could have been so close. Almost had a bracket reset here.
You know, almost had that bracket reset like he said, but you know, he wasn't comfortable with the Joker the way he should have been. That's why you'll need to come see us on Thursdays for $4 Thursdays.
Absolutely, and come get a dog while you're here.
For $9 plus tax. You can come on Thursday.